Welcome for our collective and our psychic readings today. It is the 21st of October. Not really a equinoxy thing, but kind of an equinoxy date. Okay, so we've got the collective reading happening here. Going to share this live stream and then we'll dive into the collective reading. And okay, I'm just going to say this first up. You need to pay attention to what's not in alignment and act on that. You need to pay attention to what's not in alignment, act on that. And it's like there's been a frequency shift. There is a frequency shift. It's happened. It's happening, but it's happened. There is something that you're needing to walk away from that is going to set you free. That's also going to put you into a different reality, and but everything's going to be the same. It's like there's something that you need to do that's going to, like, everything's going to change, but everything's the same. So what is it that you need to walk away from or walk towards, right? When we walk towards our goals, our visions, follow our heart, of course we're leaving something behind, but it's in this sense of what is it that you're needing to pay attention to, because now you're in this new frequency, now you're in this new reality. You know, for months I've been saying the old paradigm doesn't work in the new paradigm. The old paradigm doesn't work in the new paradigm. How long have I been saying that for? The last few months. That still stands today. And so it's like really reassessing. You're in this new frequency now. You're in this new frequency. You're in this new space. You're in this new place. Everything's changed, but nothing's changed. But everything shifts on the internal and therefore reflects in the external. It's like what used to be hard and push and struggle is ease, grace, and flow. And it's like a reminder that this ease, grace, and flow is available to you and to operate from here. In that shift, and you're here, you'll have bouts where you'll drop down the frequency plane, if you may, and panic or anxiety or stress or worry. Or no. If you're already here, it's already sorted. And the drop, if you may, is just the purging. So we can snip away that old paradigm and really step into reminding you that you're here now. I'm going to read these cards in alignment with that message. For some reason, I needed to just say that first up. So welcome to our collective and our psychic readings. I just needed to do that one straight away. So I'll share this now. So hello, Deanna and Rebecca. Hi, welcome. I see you joining live. Okay, just going to share this everywhere because I just started channeling that message. It was really important. It was really important to start with, so. Okay. Copy link. So hello. Okay. Oh, no, we don't want it there. So I'm just sharing this and then we shall finish the collective reading because that just channeled through straight away. Okay, so hi Peggy, Megan, Deanna and Rebecca, and just going to make sure I shared this in the right place. Did I share this everywhere? Okay, let me just pull that back. Hello. So we've come out of the eclipse space, but now we're heading into a space where we're heading into a space that is now full of Mercury retrograde and 5 planets are like shifting sign all at the same time. This has been a pretty big year, right? Astrologically, physically, there's been a lot of stuff going on for so many people. Let me know if it's been a big year for you. A big year of change. A big year of changes you didn't see coming. A big year of what's going on. Okay, awesome. That has been shared. We are good to go. So I'm just going to turn that fan down because it was really hot before. Okay. So, the biggest ever. I know, right? We did say it was the black line. So the 2024 black line. Who has been following me since 2020 or beyond? And you remember me talking about my prediction for the next 10 years, and 2024 was the black line. Then in 2027, they said that the being that was speaking to me about all of this said that not until 2027, the world is not ready for this level of consciousness. So in 2027, that's when there's going to be a big consciousness shift. So if you're in my world, you want to get ready. Do you know what that means? Get ready. If you're in Trust Intuition, if you're in Life Purpose Legacy, if you're in any of my private mentoring, you know what that means. The other day I shared something in there because it really confirmed exactly all of this. That in 2027, I don't know, it's something to do with the Bible and like the last Pope and all this stuff, and like the dates correspond with 2027. And I'm like, well, the being told me that. You know, we know there's going to be a collapse of old structures and it's already happening. So, you know, it's all in process. So we've still got a really big, I want to say next 6 months, energetically next 2 years. Like I've been saying that all the solar flares, all these energies are only going to increase. I've been saying that. And then AI had showed me this awesome YouTube video, this guy, the other day. And he really explained, like it caught my attention because his headline was like, I don't know, the next 2 years of the solar maximum, it's going to be intense, or whatever the headline was, right? And I was like, that's what I've been saying. And he put it all into perspective of like all the like physical, like how the solar flares work, how our electrical body works, how like the biological system, how like all the pieces. And he went from physical to emotional to mental to spiritual bodies, like, and went through all the pieces. It was really, really informative. And then he's put out some more videos since I started following him that really explain on a physical level what we've been experiencing from solar flares, that we know energetically, we can feel it, but it sort of put it into perspective and really helped. If you want me to share that, I'm not affiliated with him in any way, shape or form. It was just brilliant presentation and he's got really good content. Just the way he explains things and understands all of these pieces. So if you just comment solar flare and I can send you his link, his YouTube. So like I said, I'm not affiliated. AI brought it up as a suggested video for me and I was like, yep, that's exactly what's going on. So yeah, just really awesome to have that. Like some of the scientific stuff went over my head. Like I'd have to watch it a few times for it to compute. But even just watching it, and it just sort of clicked something into piece. Like it just clicked pieces into the puzzle pieces, right? And when we sort of, you know, when you're watching something and it's just like, whoa, it's just your brain rewiring. So it was really, really awesome. And so that combined with the start of the message that was coming through, it's kind of like there is something that you're needing to shift, or this is the reminder that the old paradigm doesn't exist. Well, it does exist, but you've chosen not to be there. And I want to say right now, you're being tested. You're being tested if you're going to choose covered in goosebumps, the new paradigm. We've shifted frequency, we've shifted paradigm, we've shifted things, we've shifted. I've been saying that for months, okay? Since the middle of the year, I've been saying that. We've shifted frequency. We've had a dimensional shift. And right now, maybe like, was it June, July, August, September, October, November? So we're being tested So it's going into 5-6 months. You're being tested about if you're going to continue to choose this frequency. So the message that I got earlier is abundance is a choice. The higher frequency, the new reality is a choice. The new paradigm that you've done so much work to move away from, invested so much of your time, money, energy, all the things, is a choice to stay here. It is easy to reach pinnacles of success and then go, nah, because your body's not used to that. It's a subconscious rewriting. It's a recalibration that's happening, that goes on. And it's very easy to receive something and when it's new and even though it's been what you're wanting, it's very easy to sabotage it, push it away, all the things. If you're not like ready energetically to fully embody that next level. And this collective message is a reminder that choosing to stay here in the new frequency and to really embody and ground down your new reality is a choice. And I want to say you'll be tested. You're going to be tested. I love that, Alison. I declare to hold the higher vibration. I declare to hold the higher vibration. No matter what the industry is doing, I am earning more money and more success than I have ever experienced in my entire life. That has always been true for me. It's always been true for me. When I got in the car in 2020 and I jumped on the road because I wasn't going to be locked down and locked up, I made more money than I'd ever made before at that point in my business. And while everyone's complaining and all the things, I was like, that's not my reality. And this is a check-in to what reality are you subscribing to? Because reality isn't real. It's a made-up place and we get to play the game. And it's an energetic game. And you will be tested. You will be tested. You will be trialed. You will be tribulated. The greater the dream, the more you'll be tested. Summertime. Everything that you're asking for becomes yours in the summertime. So this is the collective reading. Yep, being tested. I will persevere. Awesome, awesome. So collective reading. So we have the summertime. We have holiday. We have children. We have a business venture. We have walk away. And this is where I was saying at the start of this collective reading that you're being asked to remember that the old paradigm doesn't friggin' compute in the new paradigm. It doesn't compute. I've been saying this for months. This is a stark reminder in this collective reading. The old paradigm doesn't fit in the new. Stop trying to do that. You're just causing yourself more heartache and pain and all the things. Like, you're in the new timeline now. Remember that, okay? So walk away from what's not serving you. Focus where you're being called to go. Trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. You're in a new frequency now. This is very crown chakra here. This is a new birth. Crown is all about birthing. I work from the chakras coming down, remember? This is about a new birthing, but this is in the card lineup. This is in what you're hoping for and what you're scared of. You're hoping for it, you're like, yeah, but you're scared of it. You're hoping for it, but you're scared of it. Your inner child is the seat of your life purpose. I always say, if there was one meditation that only someone could have one meditation for the rest of their life, what would I give them? I'd be like, it'll be inner child. Why? Because inner child, all your blocks, all your issues, all your things begin from childhood. And when you heal your childhood, even if you had a good childhood, all of your money blocks, all of your relationship issues, they all stem from here. Your inner child also holds the seat of your life purpose. Remember when, as a child, you might have experienced, or you see children that are, running around, or they have like really big ideas and they sort of get brushed off, or they get told to stop having an imaginary friend. And so you shut down. You shut down and you try and fit in. But under all of those cobwebs in your inner child, he holds the seat and magic of your purpose. You want to find out what your purpose is? Heal your friggin' inner child. And don't stop. It's not a 1 day job. It's not a 1 month job. It's not a 1 year job. If you want to discover what your life purpose is, heal your inner child. And it takes time. Show me someone who's quantum leaped over their childhood trauma in a matter of days. I'm sorry, but stay away from them. Red flag. Inner child. You got fears? That's where it's coming from. Holiday. This is about taking a break. This, I see, is a shift in frequency. When we take a break, we're shifting and we're resting. This is confirming the shift in frequency and the old paradigm to the new paradigm, and the reminder that the old paradigm is not functioning in the new paradigm. Time to catch up. Time to shine your light and be in full bloom of what your heart's calling you to do, not trying to worry and let your fears take over and trying to squeeze back into the old paradigm, because you know how once you're awake, you can't go back to sleep. Well, I'm sorry, but once you've stepped into a new paradigm, you can't put the old jeans back on. Well, maybe jeans is not a good analogy, but you get the point. You need to trust and follow through on the new business idea, and you need to walk away from that which no longer serves you, because you're on the right path. The only thing stopping you is your inner child fears and your mind. Your mindset is everything. If you want inner child healing, my Life Purpose Activation Kit has everything in there for you. Everything you need to find your purpose. The work works when you work it. If you follow all those videos, all those trainings, all those meditations, and do the work, I guarantee you, you will shift and heal, and you will find your purpose, and you will live your dream life. But I can't do it for you. That's what the Life Purpose Activation Kit is for. Lifelong healing. It is. Yes. Suzette says, I need one, but season just started. Do feel I needed one. I'm not sure what you mean, you needed one. Oh, holiday. Holiday. When we're so busy, right, a really awesome thing is that when we're so busy and we're trying to find space, right, and we're shifting from that old hustle, force, hurry paradigm, the way we start to create more space, and this is what I did, and I want to say, don't underestimate this. We know that what we focus on grows. What are you focusing on? Mindset, affirmations. We know that what we focus on grows. When you're so busy, the way you take holidays is the moments when, I don't know, you're walking from your house to your car to get into your car, or into your garage, into your car, to drive out the driveway and drive to wherever you need to go. That's a holiday. Bear with me here. This is a holiday when you move from one task in your day to another task. So, I don't know, whatever your tasks are, like waking up and going to the gym and then coming back and working, or taking the kids to school, that's one task to another. That's a break. The more you can be like, when you're driving, you're like, oh, it's a break. What's a break? It's about being present. It's about being present. Right where you are. Right where you are. If you can be present right where you are, have your focus where your hands are, that's a break. And the more you're like, oh, I had these mini breaks today. Oh, for 5 seconds, I could go out and put my feet on the grass and look at the sun and feel the sun on my skin and breathe in the fresh air, and 3 to 5 breaths if you're really running short of time. Like, that is a break. But the more you focus on them, the more they expand, and the more they expand, and the more they expand, and the more you have space, and the more you have space, and the more you have space, and the more you have space. And then you're in a new paradigm with all this space. That's how you shift from hustle, push, force into ease, grace, and flow. And I earn lots of money by not doing much. I don't have to force, push, rush. It's a frequency shift, because in my day-to-day, I am conscious with my mini breaks. I am conscious with my mini breaks. And the more when it becomes a practice, just like you go to bed and you do your affirmations or whatever you do before bed or first thing in the morning, whatever. Before you go to sleep, you replay all the mini breaks that you had. Because when you add them up over the day, there's heaps. And then they can join and then they grow. Not like, I'm so busy, don't have time for myself. Like, fuck, stop that, stop. This is the choice. And this message was you're being tested right now as we move from all the eclipse, full on stuff, solar flares, more solar flares on the way. They're not going to stop anytime soon. Into retrograde season, 5 planets shifting and stuff at the same time. It's going to be another big month. This is everything. You can let the world dictate how you feel in your day-to-day life, or you can choose abundance. You can choose peace. You can choose space. And it's your relationship to the things. It's your relationship to your life. It is not like, and if you don't take control over the relationship you have doing the things, then it will dictate how you feel. Then it will overtake you. Then it will feel like you're depleted and depressed and going down and down and going, got nothing time. I don't know how to do it. That's your shift. You're being tested. You will be tested if you want to choose to stay in the frequency that we've all just shifted to. Okay, let's start our psychic readings. If you're new here, how I work with these is I'm going to ask for a round of yes pleases like now. Just type in yes please or yes Hannah or something like that. And then once I've got a list of yes pleases, I'll intuitively pick somebody and then I'll read for that person and then that will finish and then I'll have another round of yes pleases. So just pop it in once for each round because I see all of your yes pleases. Don't put yes, 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 yes. That's just spam. Nobody likes that. So just pop it in once for each round and then we'll go through and use that like that. Okay, Rebecca says, currently walking while I listen to you. My weight is getting the better of me. Yeah, so that's awesome that you're multitasking. Multitasking. And so many people have felt like so weird, like, and I think like whatever's been going on in the, with all the solar flares. So for those of you who missed the start of this live stream, please watch the start of this live stream because I found a really awesome guy who talks about on YouTube, explain the solar flares and how it's going to affect us for the next 2 years. And I've been saying this is only going to increase. And he went through and it was really like scientific, but then he jumped to the spiritual and went through all the layers of how it affects us and put it all into perspective. And I just went, talked about our bioelectrical system and how it affects us and stuff. And it was really awesome to put a scientific explanation to what we feel energetically. So if you want to watch that, just comment solar flare. But yeah, I did talk more about that on the start of the live stream as well. Okay. Oh yeah. So where I was going with that is because when you say, Rebecca, like my weight is getting the better of me, like I felt like I've put on more weight, but I haven't done anything different. Like, you know, it's not like I'm exercising less or more or like nothing's really changed. And I'm like, what's happening? But you know, there's been a lot of things going on in the atmosphere and, you know, just, yeah. Anyway. Okay. So who is this yes please for? A lot of people being sick and they don't usually get sick and stuff, you know, and when I see that around the world with all the different people and they're all sick at the same time, it's like a solar cosmic dust that comes through our atmosphere. Our atmosphere is pretty much non-existent anymore. There is stuff coming in from there's comets flying past and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like that's never happened in our lifetime. Do you know what I mean? Like this is the time to get really fit, healthy, take extra care of yourself because there's so much like flying around and it's only going to increase. So okay, so Peggy, I got choked up, tearful after doing the inner child meditation for the first time last week. Powerful. It's so healing. And so when you, well, in the Life Purpose Activation Kit and for the inner child, there's like training videos to go with the inner child meditation to explain all the different things that happen, how to use it for best healing, all of those things. So yeah, if you do want the Life Purpose Activation Kit, just comment kit below and I'll send it to you. Okay. Yeah, Tony, I love that. I go out to my fruit and vegetables in my garden. That gives me time to regroup. Yeah, and because I work from home, I'm frequently like in between, like, you know, it's like I'll sit down and do emails, and then I'll walk outside and play with my dogs for a minute, or walk around the pool, put my feet in the pool, or just like absorb the sun, come back inside, you know, like do another task, and then go back out, put my feet in the pool or whatever, like on the grass or something, like just consciously of those little breaks. Yeah, little breaks. Yeah, Julie said that kit is a gold mine. It is. There's so much in there. It's like the only thing you ever need from me, pretty much. If you're serious about healing and your legacy and your purpose and creating wealth and understanding your intuition, I'm like, life purpose legacy. The life purpose activation kit is the one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. They are the best inner child meditations. Yeah. Okay. All right, so Galen. This is for Galen. The Archangels. Oh, covered in goosebumps. Okay. Galen, it just feels like a full tornado. Like lots of, oh, I'm so covered in goosebumps. Like just so much. It just, like it's just like spitting. And you're like, oh, can I just hold on a second? Like, I don't know, something, and it's almost like everything, I want to say everything doesn't feel like it's falling apart, but it's almost like there's just so much going on all at once, and it's almost like you're overwhelmed because you don't know how to do it all or something. First of all, you don't need to do it all. You have Archangel Chamuel, I'm helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. You have overcoming difficulties, Jeremiel, which is about seeing the truth of the situation. And this is the perspective shift. The relationship has changed. Your relationship with yourself, because Archangel Jeremiel is all about seeing the truth, but he's also the relationship archangel. So seeing the truth, perspective has flipped upside down. In yourself, you've had a shift. You're seeing things differently. And in your relationship. Can you let me know if you're in a relationship or not? If you're not, this is a masculine and feminine, I want to say, flip that you've had where everything's changed. So in the beginning of this live stream, I was talking like everything's changed, nothing's changed, but everything's changed and you can feel it. That's this, the perspective of the perspective shift. The relationship has shifted. How you view things, your perspective, right? You're married, yeah. So gentleness, Archangel Sandalphon, so are you hearing? And this is all about a frequency shift as well. Very ear chakra. Hummingbird is the animal totem for the ear chakra consciousness. It is a shift in frequency, but it's kind of like this, like everything's changed, and it just feels like it's non-stop. But the gentleness, it's kind of like there is a shift coming, and look at that. Inner child, we've spoken about that, and then there's the prosperity. And this is the thing about the shift in frequency, and this is, I don't know, I feel like I'm just re-clarifying the collective reading for you, Galen. It feels really strong that you're right on path because the shift is healing the inner child, is allowing the prosperity to come in, but it's allowing you to open your heart because something has rocked everything. And I don't mean that like, it's just that something has changed, and I feel like it's the internal perspective shift, or something shifted inside, and you're like, and don't know that you're questioning it. It's kind of like, okay, can we move to this next frequency? Like you can see it's like flying up and away from the difficulties, right? And it's kind of like, there's something about your third eye, your focus, your perspective. It's like, can you keep your focus on where you want to go? Being gentle with yourself in that, and not having to like, don't, it's almost like don't force and push this because it's happening anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like, it's happening anyway. Like, and maybe that was sort of the tornado thing. It's kind of like everything's spinning because everything is changing, but you don't need to do anything. I can't remember if you're in my inner circle or not. I think I might be getting you mixed up with another lady, but even in the Life Purpose Activation Kit, there's the meditation, the Let It All Land. been saying that with a lot of my clients just recently. I'm like, just let it land, just let it all land, just let it all land. It's like one of the most powerful meditations when the tornado is spinning and everything's changing and you're like, and you're like, oh, I've got to do this or this or this. Just let it all land. And that's what this is really about as well, because it's almost like there's nothing more you can do anyway other than what you're doing today. And that let it all land, it's kind of like it's inevitable and it's happening anyway. And so with the inner child, like you can work with your inner child meditation to allow, like, heal any fears or shift stuff. Things have been changing and definitely been working on things. Yeah. And so you can work with the inner father meditation as well, or work with the inner child on father woundings. And that's going to help to receive the prosperity, receive. Because prosperity is coming in, and if we've got a block to, yes, receiving, it's a feminine thing, but if we don't trust the masculine, that energetic block will also, there's like a wall there. So I would work with that as well, because this is kind of like, okay, you can take flight now, but you have to let it in. Ear chakra consciousness, feminine, let it in, but it's like you have to trust, I want to say trust the flow, if you may. Trust the flow. Galen says, just this last week I've been feeling a bit blank. Yeah, and that's where it's like, just let it all land. Like, it's like we do lots of work and then it's kind of like, everything's just shifted. Everything's just shifted. And coming out of, so we did, where are we? So that was the full moon. So we're about to hit, 1, 2, 3. We're about to hit almost 3 weeks from the total solar eclipse, and it's 11/11. And so with that is the, like we're just stepping out of that window. And that's where I feel like everything's just shifting as well. And I want to say, yes, you're a counselor, you're a natural born healer, but the message I got when I saw this bottom card for you is like, let it all land. I don't know. Have you got that meditation? I think you just need to get that meditation. Seriously, I'm like, it's okay. And I was sharing this with another client as well, or maybe it was in the full moon ceremony actually. It was kind of like when there's, you know, when we do all this work and then everything shifts and then it sort of hits a wall, or it's just like quiet. And what it's doing is reconfiguring. It's reconfiguring, it's rewiring, and it's kind of like wait for the big yes. Kind of like, not that one. Maybe, I don't know. It's like, we'll just sit. Because when you're just sitting, it wasn't the full moon ceremony actually. When you're just sitting, that's when you can hear. That's when you can hear. It's okay to be still. It's okay to be at peace. It's okay to wait for the intuition to drop in. It's okay. But I would work with inner child on father masculine healing, because of the marriage relationship coming up as well, but everything's moving forward. And to keep your mind focused on that forward movement, or being okay with being at peace, because it's like when we're so used to chaos and drama, and we grew up in that, you know, trauma, drama, chaos energy, just on a frequency level, because society's been trained in that. When we reach peace, we're like, oh, I feel lost. This feels weird. It's like, no, this is rewiring. That's why you did the work in the first place. Can you just let it? and we forget that. And we're so busy all the time, and then we stop, and then we're like, oh, I should be doing something. No. All right, have another round of yes pleases, please. So just, yeah, I'd work with, I don't know if you got the Life Purpose Activation Kit, but the inner child and the Let It All Land are in there. That would really help you with that. So if you guys want the Life Purpose Activation Kit, just comment kit below and I'll send it to you. You're so very welcome, Gayleen. So I'll have another round of yes pleases. And Life Purpose Accelerator is open. So if you want me as your mentor for the next 12 months, the doors are open. And this is where you work with me privately for 12 months. It's the inner circle, so you get access to all my courses as well. And we've got the Telegram access alongside if you want to do voice message, text message, or the video calls, phone calls, psychic readings, all the things to dive deep and accelerate your purpose, but also to heal the things that I want to say are blocking that next level. We work on the mindset, the energetics, and rewiring deep inside to uncover your unique purpose. So if you want to accelerate that, that's accelerator, just comment accelerator below, and that's working with me privately. Whereas the Life Purpose Activation Kit is all the things that you need to do it yourself. And even when you're working with me one-on-one, I don't do it for you, but the private mentorship is where you accelerate. I was like slugging it out for 2.5 years online when then I signed up to my mentor, and I ended up making 100K in 5 months. It makes a big difference when you're working with a mentor. It literally accelerates things. So just comment accelerator below. If you like the details, the doors will be closing early November for that. Okay, so we have another round of yes pleases, and I'm using the archangels again. So I've used the archangels here, and this is for okay. Tony says, my whole life has been in trauma with family. It's so much chaos. It's insane. Yeah. And that's the thing, right? And so when we're shifting into our life purpose, increasing our wealth, our health, our abundance, that's a big frequency to shift out of and away from. And if you're not around people who are also in that, it's a lot harder to detach. It's a lot harder to shift your own frequency away from that. It's kind of like, you know, who you're hanging around has a huge influence on you. So it just depends on where your intuition is calling you, and if your purpose is calling you strong enough for you to fully commit to it. Okay. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean like it's, you know, society has been trained in trauma. And I need to look at the news, for goodness sake, like, yeah, for a reason, to keep us suppressed. So we know that. Okay. But I know how much work you do, Tony. I see you. You use all my tools. Okay. Okay. The paradigm of peace. It's almost like the mirage. Like, I don't know why I'm seeing that. The paradigm of peace seems like the mirage, but we're being trained into that. But it's an actual frequency that exists, and we have to choose to stay there and train ourselves to stay there and choose to stay there. Do you know what I mean? Like that, you know, it's like training in the new paradigm, because our body soul system, it's so natural because we grew up in it. Sorry, what's just coming to mind, and then I'll choose someone to read these cards for, is like, that's why, you know, people struggle to shift out of unhealthy, toxic relationships into healthy ones, or have enough space and do the work to shift who they are, to heal their past, to then attract a conscious, healthy relationship, because it's a chemical, biological familiarity. Because when you grow up in a certain environment, it's just like your cells are programmed for that. So when we're shifting out of old paradigm, out of mainstream, and into wealth and abundance, it's a complete like cellular shift. Like you literally die, like our cells undergo a death as we reprogram that. So it's a lot of work. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, for some reason I needed to share that bit. That's why it's like, who you hang around? Breaking the cycle. Yes. Okay. So who is this for? Okay. So we have, is it Chelsea? I'm not even going to try and pronounce her last name, begins with S. Chelsea Split. Yeah, it starts with S. I'm just going to double check that you're here still, Chelsea. I know I was talking again for a bit there. Tony says, I'm very much like my grandmother. It's funny, hey, like our generation, our grandparents are like everything. We're like the parents we wish we had, in a way. I don't mean that in a bad way to you either, but I wrote about it in my book. Like if you're an ancient blooded healer, usually your grandparents were like everything to you, or your grandmother or your grandfather, or, you know, it's like, yeah. So when you say that, I'm like, I know those vibes. Okay, Chelsea's here. It's very German. Okay, cool. I'm not even going to try. Thank you very much. Okay, so Chelsea. All right, Chelsea, we have the Empress, and it's Archangel Gabriel for fully coming into your power, Chelsea. Fully stepping into your power, fully, like, it's just like, and it says time to act upon your plans. Gabrielle is very connected to the sacral chakra, and the sacral chakra is where we gestate our purpose. So as I come down from the crown, work with the chakras coming down, our soul comes down, and at the sacral, it's obviously where we have a womb. So men also have a spiritual womb. It's the sacral chakra. We've all got a sacral chakra. And on a spiritual level, it's where we gestate our purpose and then we birth it through the base in the physical reality. Now, Archangel Gabriel is very connected to the sacral chakra. So you have been, it feels like quietly working on something. Being maybe keeping it to yourself, or perhaps this is you about to come out of the closet and show the world who you really are. And I hope that this doesn't keep freezing. We had so much trouble with it on the full moon. Just going to make sure it's back. Please, Archangel Michael, please keep us connected. Okay, just double checking everyone's still here. Okay, so Archangel Gabriel for Chelsea. So gestating your purpose, but Chelsea, it seems like you have been quite quiet. You have been quietly working on this, or just keeping it on the lowdown, or just gestating it. Or this, as I said, could be you coming out of the closet. Now, what's really interesting is the next card, Eight of Raphael, is there is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right. A spiritual quest, I want to say, is awaiting you. And this is where it's like you've been contemplating something. You've been thinking about something. You've been very quietly organizing these plans or gestating this next phase to be able to birth a new reality, right? So this is... there is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right. And it's kind of like she's about to walk over a bridge. Yeah. And it feels like there's something waiting for you on the other side. Now, it's interesting because you have the Lovers card. So I'm really curious, Chelsea, if you are married or if you are in a relationship at all. Because if not relationship, this can mean the masculine and feminine balance within you. And then you've got the Star. So you've got the Empress and the Star. This is what you're hoping for and what you're scared of. And then this one, Archangel Michael, it's time to go. Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion. Sudden changes. And this is where I feel this, like she's about to walk over the bridge. She's about to make a choice. Something's been gestating. You've been thinking about it, been very quiet about these plans. It's just been slowly simmering away on the stove. But the choice for you to move forward with your plans aligns you with your lover, and or your relationship will grow and bloom from you deciding that you can be the Empress and step into your wildest dreams. A dream come true, believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. Engage and have been with your partner for 13 years. Okay, awesome. Because this choice of you stepping over the bridge feels like whatever you've been gestating. So let's say it's your life purpose or this next phase of your being, right? Is curious if you not pregnant. I don't feel like it's pregnancy, but obviously this is sacral chakra and the womb. But purpose, gestating, it's like dreams come true. A dream come true, believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. It's almost like something that you have been putting off for a long time is like waiting for you to take the leap and go over the bridge. Take the leap of faith. Even though it doesn't say that, there's something better waiting for you. Like do what you know is right for you. And this is where it's like you've been quiet. It's almost like you've been quiet for too long. Time to come out, time to walk over the bridge, because you doing so and moving forward is going to benefit everyone around you. And that's where this is coming in, right? It's like this is going to bring everything, I want to say closer or more engaged, or like it's going to take everything to the next level. But it's all dependent, and it's waiting on you to take the leap and walk over the bridge, so to speak. you have here the Knight of Michael. Time to move quickly, yes, and that's like that. And that's where I said, like, as soon as you decide and come out of the closet or do what's right for you, everything's going to happen really quickly. And then this one is take pride in this overline card. Take pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. And this is where it's like, it's time to do something for you. It's time to do that thing that's been on your mind or in your womb, gestating just for you. And when we put ourselves first, our purpose, our heart, follow your heart, it's like everyone benefits. Very green, Archangel Raphael, follow your heart, opens your heart more, lets in more abundance, take you to the next level. But you have to do what's right for you. Covered in goosebumps, putting yourself first. As soon as you start walking over that bridge, everything's going to open up. Yeah. Yes, I've been feeling like I need something just for me. And that's where the training, the study, it's kind of like, well, what's been catching your attention? The angel was like pointing at something like, hello. It's like the angel's been like pointing at something, showing you like over your shoulder, like your guardian angel's like, hello, are you going to do this? Like, oh, it's not. I thought it was a bucket. There's another card that's got buckets on the image, but it's actually a treasure chest. Look, look what's waiting for you as soon as you step forward. Yeah, fill your own cup. As soon as you fill your own cup, you open your heart further and you have more love to give. But what's the angel been showing you? Hello, hello, tap, tap, tap. Yeah. Okay, that's for Chelsea. So I'm covered in goosebumps. I'm covered in goosebumps. I'm really covered in goosebumps. It's like, really important message. Are you listening? Tap, tap. Hello. All right. Another round of yes, pleases, please. That was for Chelsea. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so who is this next reading for? Hi, Lindsay. Lindsay just joined Trust Intuition. So exciting. What's funny that I just saw you and thought of that too, because when I first pulled these cards, I was like, somebody is being called to step into their gifts, because literally the High Priestess card came in, and then I saw Lindsay's name and I'm like, you're in Trust Intuition. Okay. All right, so who is this for? Just on that too, the sacral chakra, going back, oh yeah, the sacral chakra with the Empress and Gabrielle is about peace too. Like when, as I always say, and Archangel Chamuel is, the more peace you feel, the more on path you are. And at the sacral chakra is where we feel peace. Because when we're in alignment with our soul and fulfilling our soul purpose, we feel a lot of peace. There's nothing in the material or physical world or from another person that will allow you to feel the level of peace that comes from your own soul following your path. It's like you can eat and eat and eat and eat and eat, or fill up your belly or whatever your addiction of choice is, and you will never feel satisfied. The thing that satisfies and nourishes your soul, like you, is your soul and following your purpose. Yeah? Yeah. Yes, going to re-listen and connect. Yay! Yay, love that. Okay, sorry, that was another message coming through. I am focused on the next person. Okay, just finding these yes pleases. Okay, Maria Stefani jumped out at me there. It is juicy. It is, right? Okay, so Maria. Oh, High Priestess. Like I said, somebody is being asked to step into their gifts. Somebody is being asked to step into their gifts. Okay, guys, so We should be good for scammers, but we're just going to still keep an eye out because for some reason, sorry, I am reading you, but we're just going to be mindful because I ended up getting the blue tick finally for Facebook. I don't know why, I just didn't think, I don't know what was going on where my brain wasn't computing that I could get it for Facebook. I've had it for Instagram for ages. If somebody's messaging you, even if they're not a copycat of my account, just pay attention. Like if they've only got 1 or 2 followers or they're new accounts or they're hassling you to friend request them and I'll do a reading for you, like please just keep an eye out. They are still around. But now we won't get so confused because I have the blue tick on my Reality Awareness and my Hannah Andrews. So yay, thank God for that. Took me long enough, I know, but just yeah. Okay. So this is for Maria. Okay, so Maria, time to work on your gifts because I'm just seeing someone there and I'm just checking if that's a scammer or not. So we have the High Priestess. So Maria, first time that you are reading me, yay, and laughter and joy from Canada. I love that. So time to step into your High Priestess gift. Time to, channel your intuition. Time to, hone, activate, train your gift. Like you're being asked to step up. This is the past card too. So there's something that you're needing to trust your intuition about. The High Priestess is all about intuition. And the Wind Fairy, so this is the Miss of Avalon deck too, or the Wisdom of Avalon. And this is the Wind Fairy, thoughts, words, intellect. So this is very mind orientated. I want to say, get out of your mind, like get out of your head. Like get out of your head. There is something that you're not trusting your intuition about. You need to get out of your head and back into your heart. You need to trust your intuition instead of what your mind is logically telling you that you need to do. And focus. So I put a thing on here yesterday on Facebook or whatever, just saying focus. It was like focus. Something is trying to pull you off, like a big whirlwind coming through, or just, it's like there is also lots of movement around you. Don't get caught up like the leaves get blown away. Let the wind blow the cobwebs away. But it's like you need to drop back into your heart instead of in your head and stay focused on where your heart is calling you down the path, not what your mind is logically telling you. You know, let's like, well, I follow our heart, and then it's like, oh, but you can't do that because X, Y, and Z. And what about this? No. What is your heart saying to you to follow the path? Like what is, and I want to say you'll feel grounded. It'll feel like a grounded, solid yes. When something is not 100% right, like we can feel the fear and do it anyway because we know our soul. We're like, I have to do this. Like it's a soul knowing, I'm scared. I don't know where the path goes. Like I have to do this, right? You will feel it. I have to do this. You'll still feel fear, but do it anyway. But for you, specifically Maria, I'm getting the sense around like actually there's something where your heart is like calling you and it's going to make you feel so much peace, like and just grounded. Like it's a little bit like, I'm scared, but I just, this feels so right. This feels so right. Yeah, okay, I'm about to hire another lawyer and my intuition says to wait. Yes. So just wait, right? Just wait. It's kind of like, I want to say, you know the path, right? You know the path. And so that, wow. And I was talking about grounding, right? And the path, and it'll feel grounded, like you're walking with your heart. Like the heart is the earth. Yeah. And so even though the heart's here and we think the base is the earth and our feet is the earth, it is. Feet is the earth. Feet are the earth. You get it? The heart is the earth, and the High Priestess, your intuition, and that's where I was like grounded on the earth. It'll feel grounding the earth. Look at the overline card. It's the Earth Fairy. So any more confirmation? It's kind of like, yep. So that's confirmation for you. Stay focused. It's kind of like, yep, just let it. I pulled cards from the other deck before I pulled these ones for you, and this is the 7 of Ariel. You have invested wisely. See, your intuition knows. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. Focus and review your plans and make progress. What is it? Make plans for your next endeavor. Like, hello. any more confirmation. And then the overlying cards on that card deck is New Beginnings, Archangel Jeremiah. Again, you're seeing clearly about this situation, starting a new life, finding a purpose, and a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. Yeah. There we go. I love that so much. Of course. Okay, I'll do one more round of yes pleases. Covered in goosebumps. See, your intuition says to wait. Yeah, just wait. You'll know when it's a big yes. You'll just know when it's time. But at the moment, it's like, hang on a sec. Yeah. Okay, so another round of yes pleases, please. So this is a message for someone who ever needs to hear it, is there is no time like the present to get done what's really on your mind. Like, stop putting off. This is the same as the collective message. I seem to be doing like in the middle live stream collective readings now. Like, recap the collective reading at the start, and it's very similar. It's kind of like, stop putting off like what you need to do, but choosing the new paradigm in the new paradigm world, and cleaning up, letting go, walking away from the past, like cleaning up. Okay, so who is this for? All right, so the doors to Life Purpose Accelerator are open, guys, and the doors will be closing about the first week of November. So we've got about another 2 or so weeks to join me in Life Purpose Accelerator. It is my 12-month one-on-one program to work with me privately. So we get voice and text message 24/7, and obviously not when I'm sleeping, but otherwise I am there for you. We do video call, audio calls if you need them. Some people don't like those. Some people just prefer to work on Telegram. Otherwise, other people do both, and the space is really intuitive to work through whatever you need to do to accelerate your purpose, to uncover that, to heal that, to work through your next level of money mindset, of the energetics attached to that, keeping you stuck at a certain income level. You're going to break through those ceiling barriers and work through whatever's calling the next level of your purpose. So yes. So face-to-face video calls, is that what I said? Is the video calls face-to-face? So yes. Okay. So just comment accelerator below if you'd like the details for that, or send me a message if you've got any questions, want to talk about it as well. Okay. So who is this one for? So I've pulled the White Light Oracle for this deck. So it feels similar to the High Priestess, stepping up, training your intuition. I know that one for Maria was confirmation about her intuition, but this one with the White Light Oracle is like, it's time to up your game with this. Tanya Brennan is jumping out at me there. So we have the Perfume of Sophia. We have Telepathy of Terra Matter. And we have the Sacrament of Extreme Unction. Lots of light codes coming through. Whew. Potent. Before I pulled the White Light Oracle, we had the Frog from the Avalon deck. Cleaning house, releasing emotional baggage, and with all these white light codes coming through, it's going to clean you out. The Bee, luck, industriousness, and sweet victory. So this is like an abundance card. The Goddess is opening. The coding is opening. The white light coding, getting this so strongly for you for some reason. The white light coding is cleaning house. So I'm talking soul, emotional house, could be physical house, could be moving house. The white light coding is cleaning soul, emotional house, and allowing you to step into abundance. It's time. I almost want to say, okay, so this is really going on. And the reason this is going on is because you have put your hand up to receive abundance in ways that you cannot even imagine. On some level, you have said, yes, but I want more. And so this is happening, the clean out, to receive this. Now, when we look at the perfume of Sophia, and then we've got Cupio Dissolvi, which is about clearing negative energy as well from the heart. Look at that. Cupio Dissolvi from the bottom card of the deck. So lots of cleaning out. So Tanya, if you're going through the ringer, this, scammers send you a friend request while I'm watching you live. I know, because that's where they get all the people from. I'm sorry about that, guys. Just training your intuition. I don't know what else to do about it. Okay. We're not going to, I was going to say we're not going to give them any more energy. You get the point. We need to talk about it. Okay. So, Tanya, you will be able to sense the best timing and approach to take to create space for healing and resolution. Connect with your body and ground yourself in the here and now with body-friendly practices. You will find your way intuitively and instinctively, even through confusing circumstances where one moment you are sure the answer is yes, and then it's like, when we are healing, things feel like that. You're like, yes, this path, and then you're like, it doesn't feel right. When you've made a decision, it's right, and stuff will come up so that you can keep moving forward. But also we wait. We're like, yes, well, I made this decision, it's right, but where to now? And I just feel like, Tanya, it's like you're getting that really strongly. It's like, you're like, yes, but then you're like, I don't know. And then you try and do something else, but it's not working either. And you're like, and it's almost like you just keep bumping up against the wall. And it's kind of like, when we're doing that, it's like, this is time for pulling back. This is time for healing. This is time for cleaning house. Time for cleaning house. Whoops, both overline cards, cleaning house. Give up trying to figure out the answer right now and remain open with positive but relaxed expectation that clarity shall emerge spontaneously according to divine timing. This is like such a really strong message, but it's been such a strong message for quite some time for the collective as well. You know, everyone's been waiting for the big things, and I'm like, it's a collective consciousness shift that we can feel coming like a big wave, and we're all shifting with it. If you're not clear, look, trust that your questions about your life will be answered. It's like when we're in that space, like we're like trying to step back, you're being asked to trust your intuition, to trust the feeling, to trust that you don't have to push to receive what you are asking for. You've asked to receive more than any pushing could actually physically like make happen. And so to receive what you've been asking for in a new paradigm, you must be able to sit back and trust and wait. Trust that the questions about your life will be answered. What does it say? Give up trying to figure out the answer right now and remain open with positive but relaxed expectation that clarity shall emerge spontaneously according to divine timing. Look, the perfume of Sophia. Can you just breathe that in for a minute? The perfume of Sophia. Like it's a thing, yeah? The telepathy of Terra Matter. Now, this has probably different meanings, but it's like, and can you, like in that trust and in that stepping back, trusting that your questions will be answered in the trust. This is like the intuition that you receive from Earth, like Terra Matter is the Earth, is the messages that you receive from being grounded in your body and connected to your body. What did this say about connecting to body-based practices? And this Terra Matter is our Earth. Well, for our soul, this is our Earth, is your body. The pathway for your spiritual fulfillment and the sacred manifestation of your purpose is not necessarily logical and will evolve organically. Hello. They are so beautiful, hey? I'm going to read that again. The pathway for your spiritual fulfillment, you feel fulfilled and nourished, is the sacral chakra. We've been talking about that on this call. The skillful and unpredictable workings of Mother Earth are supporting your soul journey unconditionally. Following up on inspired ideas and allowing for unexpected shifts in direction are integral to the manifestation of your soul purpose. Oh, I'm sure it was this way, and then it's this way, and then it's this way, and then it's this way, and it's around like this. That synchronistic flow. It might seem like you're doing this and that all at once, and it doesn't make sense, and then all of a sudden, it lands. Following up on inspired ideas and allowing for unexpected shifts in direction are integral to the manifestation of your soul purpose. You'll be going along, and then all of a sudden you get an inspired idea and you're like, yes! And then all of a sudden you're like, what did I do that for? But when you trace back your steps, it was so aligned and divine. And then when you keep going, even for years, you're like, that's why I did that. It makes sense now. Commit to an idea that feels good to your heart. Even if it seems improbable or unattainable, it will manifest successfully. I can trust my heart. I can just breathe that in. The sacrament of extreme unction. 34. Very close to this one, 36. There is no turning back. It's time to start anew. It's your time to be happy and free. Ah, for real. It's literally what it says, and I even underlined it at some point. There's no turning back. It's time to start anew. It's your time to be happy and free. What have we been talking about? This shift from the old life to the new. This oracle encourages you to embrace your future and let go of the emotional and psychological burdens that you have been carrying for yourself and likely for many others, ancestors and more for way too long. This is part of this. Yeah, that is part of this. No new Facebook account, psychic tarot person. No, I'm sorry. No. Oh my goodness. Sorry. That's why I was just talking about scammers, and there they are. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Okay, to avoid the taint of the past causing unnecessary issues in the present, the oracle of the sacrament of extreme unction brings powerful spiritual last rites to be cleansed and liberated. Hello, the frogs are about cleansing and healing into the fullness of your next phase. I'm covered in goosebumps. Hello, talk about a purification. In the Catholic tradition, extreme unction is performed at the time of physical passing to cleanse the soul and allow it to gracefully leave the body and enter the afterlife. In the context of this oracle, the symbolic equivalent of the sacrament is the powerful intervention of spirit to free you from the grip of what has been. It is a liberation from habit and the compelling lure of the familiar. What have we been talking about on this live stream? What did I say? When we have grown up in the trauma and the drama and all of those things, it's like that's what we're familiar. And when we're shifting from that old paradigm to the new, it's a cellular death and restructure and rebirth into the abundance, from lack, scarcity, trauma, drama into abundance, wealth, peace, stability, joy, and love. That is what you are moving into. That for you, Tanya, specifically. So guys, if you want a private psychic reading, comment psychic below. I do have my psychic readings available and open at this time for bookings. So just comment psychic and I can send it to you. So this for you, Tanya, is massive. Yeah. Its symbolic equivalent of the sacrament is the powerful intervention of spirit to free you from habit and the compelling lure of the familiar. Extreme unction translates into the last anointing. It's almost like this is the last rite of passage you'll have to go through, Tanya. Even though probably there's always initiations, right? But it's like, there is no turning back. It is time to start anew. It is time to be happy and free. Hello. It's time to be happy and free like the bee. That's what we said, right? Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. That was powerful. That was really, really powerful. There was a scented lotion I would inhale the smell of just like that. Deep fresh air. Yeah, it's that, right? It's so like, that's the perfume. It's a frequency. You can feel it. Yeah. And that clair smell. So clair smell, we have clairaudience, clairvoyance, all the clairs. Clair smell is actually one of the, things. Yeah. So the clair smell is that, even though we're not smelling it, but we can smell it, and that's smelling the new dimension, the new paradigm, that's smelling the abundance, the peace, the joy, the love, the wealth, all the things, the stability, the safety, the trust, the freedom, the joy, the feminine, the fun, the love. Anchor that baby in. It's a frequency. You can anchor in by pushing your thumb and forefinger. Can anchor by connecting here or anywhere else. Anchoring in a new frequency. So when you're feeling low, whatever, you pull yourself back up so you can stay here and this becomes normal. I'm going to anchor in that. It was cold, Sophia. Wow. Okay then. If you need any more like confirmation, pretty sure you heard that. Oh. Yeah, yes, love that too, Haley. I love how all your cards correlated, Tanya. So amazing. I love that. That hand gesture is what I've been doing my whole life and people call me weird. No, it's an anchor point. So when you have your highest income day, you push that in. When you receive some kindness from somebody, you push that in, you anchor it in. When you have a big win of some sort, or you're happy and you love life, you anchor that in. It becomes, it's a body, soul, muscle memory, yeah? So we anchor that in, becomes our new frequency out of the trauma drama cycle. Love, joy, peace, frequency, highest income, days and months and weeks. Shifting to the new paradigm. Thank you. I love that. I love it. Yes. Yeah. So if you guys wanted to book a private psychic reading, just comment psychic below and I can send you the link to book in. My bookings are open for that. On Life Purpose Accelerator, you have me for 12 months, and anytime you would like a psychic reading, you just say, Hannah, can you please pull some cards for me? And I will pull you cards any time of day or night. I am like your intuitive healer on call. And that is the Life Purpose Accelerator. Doors are open now, guys, and that is where you work with me for 12 months. It's the inner circle. You get access to all my courses as well as my private mentoring. We do video calls, audio calls. In Life Purpose Accelerator level, you also get emergency calls. So if you're going through something or you want to celebrate something, we can just jump on a call anytime. I am here for you for that 12 months. If you'd like me to be your personal intuitive healer and private mentoring, accelerating your life purpose, shifting you through the income brackets to your next level and being able to receive what you're asking for and leave your legacy. That is working with me privately through Life Purpose Accelerator. Stars is saying hi. So just comment accelerator below and I can send you the details for that as well. You coming to say hi? Hi. This is my fluff ball. Yeah, I love that. So yeah, just comment accelerator if you'd like the details for that. I'm going to love you and leave you with some big Starsy cuddles. Hi, Starsy. Hi, baby. Hi. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you again next week. Bye.